Hey guys, this is Sheri Ann Richerson from experimentalhomesteader.com, and I'm in my kitchen, and we're going to be coming to you live tonight here in just a few moments, and we're going to be making pepperoni. Okay, we're not quite ready to go live yet because, as you can see, I have my KitchenAid mixer hooked up. I have ground a mixture of pork and beef with some chorizo spices, and so there it is. Now I have a mess up here that I have to get cleaned up, and as soon as I get that done, I'm going to be right back with you, and I'm going to show you how you can make pepperoni in your own kitchen. Get your questions ready. Thanks for watching, guys. See you at 8. Hey guys, Sheri Ann Richerson from experimentalhomesteader.com here, and I had actually forgot that I have to regrind this pepperoni after I make the spices, or I shouldn't call it pepperoni yet because it's not really pepperoni yet. But anyway, I've gone through grinding my meat. This is a combination of pork and beef with some chorizo spices. I have ground it twice. Okay, the first time was to make sure that all of my different pieces of meat were ground up, and the second time was to make sure that they were really well mixed, because you don't want pieces of pork and pieces of beef and, you know, pieces of the chorizo spices. You want those really well mixed. So I did that, and I set this back in the refrigerator to get it cool while I was doing cleanup. So the next step is to take, this is 5 pounds by the way, a half a cup of water and 5/8 of a teaspoon of curing salt. This is a combination of salt and sodium nitrate. So you want to make sure this is mixed really well. I think that's pretty good. I'm just going to pour this over the top of my meat, and I'm sorry you can't see this real good. I'm here by myself, so and if there's any extra little pieces in here, you want to get this out and on your meat. Okay, and then I have 6 tablespoons of spice. This is pepperoni spice, and you could really use any kind of spices you like. This is just a standard mix for pepperoni. Okay, and as soon as I get this sprinkled on, I will show you. And there is going to be a third part to this, so I will tell you about that in just a moment. Okay, so far this is what this looks like, and what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take it over to my KitchenAid, and I'm going to send this through the grinder one more time to make sure that all of these spices are really well mixed and really incorporated. So I'm going to go off camera to do that, and then I'm going to come back on camera after I get it through, because you guys aren't going to be able to hear anything anyway, and then I will show you the next step to getting this ready, and hopefully it will still be cool enough that we can do that next step. So I'll be back, I'm going to say 10-15 minutes, because it shouldn't take too long to run this through. And again, at this stage, this is what this looks like. So give me a few and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. I have mixed all of the cure and the seasonings together and remixed this, as you can see. And we're going to give this a try without refrigerating this overnight, and we're going to see what we get. No guarantees, because this may really be too warm for this to come out right, because I am not using casings. I don't care for the casings. I have some in there. I just don't care as much for them as you know, doing it without the casings. I think it's just, you know, personal preference. If you're dealing with casings, then this being a little warmer is really not an issue at all. The casings are going to hold it in place. When I smoke this, and I have a combination of peach and orange wood chips soaking. So I'm going to try smoking this in my oven. The last several times I've done this, we did it outdoors on the barbecue grill. We had a charcoal grill that we did it on because I don't have a big smoker. But this time I thought I would try the oven. And so part 4 will be coming back after we get this done, because it actually takes, I think that's pretty full. It actually takes about an hour to smoke, possibly 2. Okay, let me get this on here. All right. All right, guys, let's see what we have. Let's see if we're too soft or if this is a go. I think we're good to go, guys. Okay, like I said, I'm going to smoke it whole for the first round, and then I'm going to cut it into little tiny pepperoni pieces and do it for the second round. And do you know what I don't have that I need? Okay, I'll use my finger, but I need to go get myself a knife. Okay. This is absolutely so much better than any store-bought pepperoni. You can use any meat you have. You can use beef, deer, buffalo, rabbit, chicken, pork, any kind of meat that you like. And I do like to mix mine half and half because I think it gives a better taste. Okay. If you guys have any questions, hi Mashia. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to put those in the comments. I am watching. So, these are good just to snack on too. And if you don't know what spices you might want in your pepperoni and you want to do this, places like Tractor Supply, I think, I know Big R for a fact, I think Dunham's has them. Many of your farm stores or your sporting goods stores back in the hunting section will have these kits ready to go. They have everything you need in them, and all you have to do is add in the meat. So really easy. The jerky gun, believe it or not, I found this brand new at a thrift shop because I don't buy all of my kitchen supplies new. I look around at the thrift shops, and I think I paid like $1 or $2 for this, and like I said, it was brand new. So there are ways to do this. If you don't have a jerky gun, I'm sure there's another way to figure out how to do this. So don't feel like you can't do it. Okay, here we go. And I had this before, I remember. If you fill it too full, then you can't get the lid on. And that is exactly what I just did. I've got my lid stuck. And there we go. Sorry, I was wrong. I forgot that it had a little button on the front. But if you do fill it too full, the lid won't go on. So my problem was I just forgot to press the button. Like I said, it's been, well, Jerry and I was the last one to do this. So it's been, you know, probably about 4 or 5 years. Maybe less. And it's not all going to be perfectly uniform. You just do the very best you can. You know, it takes some practice. So like I said, if you do have questions, please leave those in below. Okay, and I ran out about halfway, so I'll start my next one right down. There's no reason I can't. I want to get that little piece of meat off of there. Okay. All right, get that off. And I'm just going to keep filling this. I'm probably going to have enough meat here that I'm going to end up going and getting a second rack. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet. I'm not sure if I'm just going to wait and put the rest of this back in the fridge and use the one rack, or, you know, okay. And like I said, just fill it up again. Pop this back on. Making your own pepperoni and stuff really does save money, We have some bacon curing right now in the refrigerator. And by the time we got it all done, you know, everything bought, all of our spices and things that we needed, it's going to end up costing us about $1.99 a pound. Now, if you've been to the store and you've priced bacon, then you know you're not buying it unless you find a really good sale for $1.99 a pound. I can choose the kind of meat I want. I know a farmer that sells non-GMO grass-fed beef and pork and chicken. So I can go to him and I can get the meat a heck of a lot cheaper than what I can at the grocery store. And I can actually have organic meat. Hi, Natasha. And so this is a great way if you're looking to go organic, but you either A, can't find all the items you want for your family, or B, can't afford it. Consider making it yourself. There are bacon kits, pepperoni kits, jerky kits, sausage kits, and like I said, you don't have to buy the kit. You can buy the curing salt and stuff completely separate. I have a big tub of it in the cabinet, and you can make your own spices, whatever you like, and do this completely yourself. So, kind of watching to see if anybody has any questions. If not, I'm going to be preheating my oven to 200 degrees. I'm going to be getting my peach and orange wood chips. They're soaking in this right now. I'm going to be getting those poured into one of those throwaway pie pans. And I don't throw it away after I'm done. I keep it. I'll put that in the bottom of my oven so that it will smoke. And I will cook these for an hour. I'm going to pull them out at that point, and we're going to see what they look like. And then I'm probably going to slice them up into little pepperonis and put them back in and finish them up. So, depending on what time that is and what's going on here, I will probably be back live just to show you guys how I finish these up. Okay. See, if you get it too full, it starts to come out before you're actually ready. Which is not the end of the world or anything. I mean, you know, there we go. I had to give it a couple pumps before it started finishing. This is going to make a lot of pepperoni, probably enough to do us for a good 6 months, if not a year, because of the sizes of pepperoni that I'm making. But I like the small pepperoni. I think it's easier to eat. And it's great flavoring for a lot of things. It also makes a great snack. So, okay, I'm going to get off here and I'm going to finish this up, and I will be back to show you what this looks like when it comes out of the oven. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Okay, so we're back live. We have about 49 seconds left before I'm going to pull these out of the oven, and I'm going to put them right here so you can see them. That's why I have the camera aimed down like this. This is round 1. We're going to check the internal temperature because we want it between 150 and 160 degrees Fahrenheit. We are going to lower my oven temperature. Now, it won't go down as low as what they suggest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it as low as it will go, and then I'm going to put these back in. I am going to set the timer for an hour, but I'm going to keep a watch, because once they hit that internal temperature where I want them, then I'm going to pull these out of the oven and let them cool. Okay, so there's my timer, so here we go. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn my oven off. I'm going to turn it back on, and I'm going to lower this, and we're going to see how low it goes. Because a couple seconds more in the oven is not going to hurt anything. Okay. Okay, my oven will go to 170, so that's what we're going to set it on. Okay. And I'm going to bring these babies out. Look at that. They look really good. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can lower the lighting. I guess that's not going to help. Maybe I can move these closer. Now, there is a lot of grease that have come off of these, and that's okay. That is exactly what I want. Don't those look really good? We're going to check internal temperature. Okay, this is showing about 137, 138. So what I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to put those back in the oven to cook. And I'm looking at the oil on these. I think we're fine. I may drain off the oil that's in the pan after we're all done and set it aside, because I can use it to cook other foods in, and it's going to give it a pepperoni chorizo kind of seasoning. So I think that little piece right there is stuck together. I'm going to kind of separate that. Otherwise, I really think we're good. I'm going to be, let's see, putting this back in the oven. Like I said, my oven is to 170 because that's as low as my oven will go. So putting these back in, and I'm going to set, I don't think we're going to need an hour on these. So I think I'm going to set my timer to maybe 30 minutes instead. And we'll be back. So hey guys, let's check the pepperoni and see if it's done. My buzzer did just go off. And so I'm going to pull these out. I'm going to set them up here and close my oven door, and I'm going to, check the internal temperature. It is showing about 139 to about 141. So, definitely not done. Let me get a little closer and make sure this reading is not off. Definitely not done. So I'm going to pop these back in for another half an hour. I am going to strain off this grease when I get done. And I'm going to put it in these little, these are little herb cube trays that I have. And I'll put it in here and I'll freeze it. These come with nice little lids. And I'll freeze it, and then I can use that grease to fry things in when I want to, say, have a fried pork chop or something like that. And I won't have to go buy extra grease, plus I'll have those seasonings from the pepperoni and the chorizo. So anyway, I'll be back. Thanks for watching, guys. So hey Facebook, we finally have pepperoni at the right temperature. Okay, doesn't that look really good? I'm going to tell you what I did, because I got tired of waiting. And so I moved it to the bottom rack of my oven. I moved the wood chips up a rack. I turned up the temperature to 200 degrees for about 20 minutes. And that seemed to bring the temperature right up to, they're about 170 degrees, so a little bit high misty, a little bit warmer than what they actually need to be, but that means they're going to be a little bit drier. And because there's pork in this, I would rather have them a little bit drier and a little bit less greasy. So definitely, I can't see my timer, but I had truly not planned on this taking all night. As you can see, I have some pork chops here that I'm getting ready to put in the oven. Never mind that it's past midnight here. But anyway, so that's making pepperoni. So my advice is start early in the morning and definitely give yourself lots of time. Thank you, Misty. I really appreciate hearing that you think this is neat to see live. And I do post the replays on YouTube. They come up the next day. So I'm really enjoying reaching out to people and being able to talk to them and connect with them and answer questions. I just think that is really, really neat. So I don't know if you came on in time, but I'm going to show you. This is my homemade pepperoni. So, yes, you can do this on Facebook. I actually have a verified account on my fan page. So I've had the live video for a long time, but now I think maybe a month ago they put it on most people's personal pages too. And thank you, it really does look good, and my kitchen smells so good because I had the chorizo spices in this, and so it smells very spicy in here. And I'm definitely hungry, so I'm definitely looking forward to getting my pork chops in the oven as soon as it preheats, because I had to turn the temperature up. And I'm really looking forward to getting those going and getting some supper. So thank you so much for stopping by. And I'm going to wrap this up. But if you have any other questions, let me know. And I'm going to be making pizza later this week, and I think I'm going to do that live on here. So I'm usually on Facebook between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do Periscope around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I do YouTube Live at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And please understand, I have things like this happen here, so I have the planned schedule, and I really try to get there on time, but sometimes I'm a few minutes late. So anyway, thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you all have a great night. And feel free to leave any comments below because I do check those. Okay. Talk to you guys tomorrow night. Okay, so altogether, the pepperoni took about 3 hours in the oven. We did the 200 degrees for the first hour, and then we lowered it down to 170 degrees. And then for the last 20 minutes, I cranked it back up to 200 degrees, and those temperatures are in Fahrenheit. And my final temperature was about 175 degrees. So definitely over what was necessary for the pepperoni to be done. But all the instructions said was that if it was a little hotter, it would be a little bit drier. And as I said in the video, I would prefer a less greasy pepperoni. So I have not tried it. I put it in a container in a single layer with paper towels between each layer. And tomorrow I will get it out and give it a try. I will also finish up the rest of the pepperoni that I did not get to make tonight tomorrow. So, and then when I'm done and all of the grease is absorbed off of it, I will put it in the freezer, and I think I'm going to leave it as whole sticks instead of cutting it up, because I can cut it up when I bring it out to use it. So again, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed our pepperoni making video.